Hello and welcome to today's September 6th daily news report, as well as ongoing stimulus package information video. If you're a subscribed member of my community, then welcome back. And if you're not, consider subscribing right now so I can keep you up to date on what's going on in Washington, D.C., the next stimulus package, the U.S. economy, money, investing, and much, much more. All right, this is your daily reminder to go sign up for the September cash giveaway that Casey and I are doing. We're giving away $10,000 in cash to help those in our community that need a little extra spending money for groceries, maybe a bill that they're behind on. I'm not going to tell you how to spend that money, but I'm very, very excited to hand that out. You can sign up each day to increase your odds of winning. And it only takes about 20 seconds. I'll make sure to leave a link below so that you can go sign up. All right. By the way, happy Labor Day. Let me know in the comments, are you working today or do you have the day off? Are you retired or on disability? Let me know in the comments, what's your situation? I always like to know what's going on with the people in my community. All right. As you can see, I'm working today and excited to bring you guys the news of what's going on in Washington, D.C. Now, before I jump in, I just want to remind you, never text with anybody on YouTube. It's 100% that it's a scammer. You're smarter than that, so don't fall for it, okay? They're going to use my face and a variation of my name to try to get you to text them. Don't fall for it, okay? All right, now today marks the end of a historic federal unemployment boost program, as well as unemployment assistance for gig workers, which has never been included in unemployment in the past. So that program is now over. About a month ago, President Biden announced that he would not support or push to have unemployment benefits renewed and would allow them to lapse in September. Sadly, that day has come today. The program paid out $680 billion in total. Some news outlets are pointing out the irony of Biden allowing jobless benefits to run out for 7 million Americans on Labor Day, right? So the day we celebrate Labor Day, 7 million people are now without benefits. Now, last week I told you how Senator Joe Manchin told President Joe Biden he wouldn't be voting for the $3.5 trillion stimulus package unless there were major changes and a reduction in the price tag. Well, senior White House economic advisor Cedric Richmond said in an interview that the White House is pushing forward with or without Joe Manchin. He said, Senator Manchin is a valued partner. We're going to continue to work with him. But we're also going to continue to push our agenda. And part of this is the sausage making process at the end. It just happens. And this is happening in the public view. But it's not abnormal for this to happen in the legislative process. And we're still full steam ahead on trying to get our legislation passed. So essentially, he's saying this is the ugly side of politics, and people usually will stake a position, but that doesn't mean that the majority isn't going to move forward and hope that those others come on board. So this is coming out of the White House. Now, the White House seems very confident that Senator Joe Manchin and Senator Kristen Sinema will eventually adopt and push the Biden agenda as well. But Manchin so far is holding his ground. He said, if the country is facing what we're facing now, I would ask my colleagues and all of the Senate to hit the pause button on the $3.5 trillion stimulus package. Let's sit back. Let's see what happens. We have so much on our plate. We have an awful lot. And I think it would be prudent, a wise thing to do. So he's essentially saying, listen, let's just hit the pause button, review the programs that worked, the programs that didn't work, and figure out what really needs to go forward in the next stimulus package. Is it a bunch of green energy? Is it free daycare, free community college? Is it a stimulus check? So he just wants to review, like, what's the best way to move forward, spending the least amount of money. Now, I believe the House and the Senate are going to keep this bill moving forward with or without the moderates, because they are running out of time to pass the stimulus package using budget reconciliation. Once the fiscal year of the federal government starts over, they will have more budget reconciliation votes, but they aren't going to want to miss out on this freebie right now. And anything that they're able to pass now will be a major part of the 2022 election, where Democrats could lose the House or the Senate. So time is of the essence when it comes to Democrats pushing forward their agenda and the items and programs that they want to see for the country. Now, right now, Democrats control 55 of the 100 House seats that are up for re-election in the House of Representatives. So this election could see a blue or red wave, depending on the programs put out right now and the leadership that people feel they're getting from each of the different parties. Now, whether you get a fourth stimulus check or other financially helpful stimulus programs is 100% dependent on Democrats and how much lobbyists pressure them. Republicans are just basically on the sideline at this point. However, House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy said Republicans have no pull when it comes to the next stimulus package, but they will at least seek to influence their Democrat counterparts on rejecting wasteful spending that doesn't help the American people. Senator Sanders said if he gets nothing else done with this bill, he will make sure that he gets money from the rich by paying their fair share of taxes, and he will get money from pharmaceutical groups overcharging Americans on prescription drugs. With money from just these two areas, he says he can make lasting changes. However, Sanders plans to go after much more than just that. Sanders spent much of the weekend discussing climate change and investing in American infrastructure so people can have clean energy and electric car and save the planet for their children and their grandchildren. With the Afghanistan war ending, many are asking, will the government continue to spend $300 million a day on the military? Or will they redirect that program money to helping the poor and middle class? Or will they just shrink the budget so that the American people aren't just pumping money into the military? Now, before 9/11, the military budgets were consistent and low. After war was declared, the military budget jumped up to $700 billion annual and makes up 20% of U.S. government spending. That means that 1 in every $5 of taxpayer money goes towards the military. Now, do you think that the military should focus on defending our own country and spending U.S. taxpayer money on U.S. citizens? Or should we continue to use taxpayer money to be the world's police department? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I really do want to hear from you. All right, now, speaking of the military and government, yesterday, the president of Guinea, a country in West Africa, was taken over via a military coup. The president was taken into custody by top military officials seeking to remove him from office and have the country run a different way. So that's a developing story, but it's a military coup that has now taken over this country in Africa. By the way, thank you guys so much for giving these videos a like. I really, really appreciate it. Love doing the research, and I just love bringing you guys the news. All right, now speaking of money and the government, starting tomorrow, the country of El Salvador will recognize Bitcoin as one of the official currencies in their country. They are the first country to formally adopt a decentralized currency. Now, remember when I told you to keep an eye on Ethereum and how it could be one to buy and hold? Well, that was when it was around $17.50 a coin. As of this video, it's around $3,900 a coin. You would be up by 121% if you had purchased when I started bringing this to your attention. Now, I'm going to be telling you about an important energy stock this week. I'm already up 20% on my money in this, and I believe it has another 10 to 30% to run up. And so I'll be sharing that in an upcoming video with you. All right, now Heidi from the community asks, Stephen, should I switch my 401k to an IRA? I hear IRAs are growing right now, but 401ks aren't growing. Can you help me better understand this stuff? Yeah, thank you for the question. I'd be happy to help you. So IRAs and 401ks are very, very similar. They're both pre-tax contribution savings vehicles, meaning you're not paying tax now, but you will pay it later. An IRA is something that you manage on your own or you use a paid financial advisor. A 401k is basically a company-sponsored IRA, except you tell your company how you want them to grow the money, and typically you get a match from your employer. You can also contribute more pre-tax dollars to a 401k than you can an IRA. Now, a 401k and an IRA are likely growing at about the same rate as the market seems to be going up in just about every area right now. So how your money is allocated or positioned will determine the growth or the loss, not the program you choose, right? So it doesn't matter if it's an IRA or a 401k. If stocks are up, your money's up. If stocks are down, your money is down, okay? Now, typically you only switch a 401k to an IRA if you're let go from a job or you quit the job voluntarily. At that time, the 401k is available to be moved, self-managed or managed by a paid advisor or insurance firm. Other than that, save as much as you're able to in either program. If you have a 401k, definitely save up to the match. That's just free money, 100% return on your money. Anything above the 401k match, I could debate you on that. But then just keep an eye on your account when the stock market gets choppy. I hope that helped answer your question and just briefly give you some insight on the difference between an IRA and a 401k, okay? All right, now the company Palantir's, which has been a hot stock this year and mostly deals with U.S. government contracts, announced that they are buying $50 million of gold to hold on their balance sheet as they worry about the losses of buying power in the U.S. dollar. So they're kind of betting on the fact that the U.S. dollar is going to continue to lose value. As the United States prints more and more money, inflation will go up. So many investors are starting to switch their investments to inflation-proof sectors like real estate, gold, silver, cryptocurrency, energy stocks, and more. If you have investable assets or you're looking to invest, you need to do your research on what areas of the economy have the best chance of growing in situations like we find ourselves in right now, okay? So definitely do your homework if you're about to start investing or you have money that you want to protect and grow during these kind of uncertain times. All right, now this is my update for today. As I know more, I will definitely come on and share more. A lot should be coming out this week, and I'll be on every day this week, Monday through Friday, to update you, give insight, help you understand, do the research on your behalf, and then give it to you in as short of a video as I can. Now, before you go, do make sure to sign up for that giveaway where Casey and I are giving away $10,000 in cash. I'll make sure to leave that link below. I know many of us are frustrated with the government dragging their feet on this stimulus package. So this is our way of kind of stimulating people in the economy and in our own community online. So I'll make sure to leave that link below. Now, before you go, I just want to remind you that you are amazing. I really, really believe that. I appreciate you being in my community, and I'll see you on the next video.